fourth river is Euphrates. Then Adonai Elohim took the man and gave him rest in the Garden of Eden in order to cultivate and watch over it. Then Adonai Elohim commanded the man, saying,
"From all the trees of the garden you are most welcome to eat, but the tree of knowledge of good and evil you must not eat. For when you eat from it, you will assuredly die."
Then Adonai Elohim said,
"It is not good for the man to be alone. Let me make a well-matched helper for him."
Adonai Elohim had formed from the ground every animal of the field and every flying creature of the sky. So he brought them to the man to see what he would call them. Whatever the man called them, each living creature, that was his name. So the man gave names to all the livestock and all the flying creatures of the sky and to all the animals of the field. But for the man, he did not find a well-matched helper for him. Adonai Elohim caused a deep sleep to fall on the man, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh in its place. Adonai Elohim built the rib, which he had taken from the man, into a woman. Then he brought her to the man. Then the man said,
"This one, at last, is bone of my bones and flesh from my flesh. This one is called woman. For from man was taken this one. This is why a man leaves his father and his mother."
This is why a man leaves his father and his mother and clings to his wife, and they become one flesh. Now both of them were naked, the man and his wife, and they were not ashamed. But the serpent was shrewder than any animal of the field that Adonai Elohim made. So it said to the woman,
"Did God really say you must not eat from all the trees of the garden?"
The woman said to the serpent,
Of the fruit of the we may eat, but
The serpent said to the woman,
"You most assured won't die, for God knows that when you eat all of its fruits, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil."
Now the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a thing of lust for the eyes, and that the tree was desirable for imparting wisdom. So she took of its fruit and she ate. She also gave to her husband who was with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves loin coverings. Then they heard the sound of Adonai Elohim going to and fro in the garden in the winds of the day. So the man and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Adonai Elohim in the midst of the tree of the garden. Then Adonai Elohim called to the man and said to him,
"Where are you?"
Then he said,
your sound, I heard it in the garden, and I was afraid because I am naked, and I hid myself.
Then he said,
"Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree for which I commanded you not to eat?"
Then the man said,
The woman, well, you gave to me with me. She gave me of the fruit.
Adonai Elohim said to the woman,
"What did you
The woman
do?"
said,
The serpent deceived me and I ate.
Adonai Elohim said to the serpent,
"Because you did this, cursed are you above all livestock and above every animal on the field. On your belly you go, and dust will eat all the days of your life. I will put anonymity between you and the woman, between your seed and her seed. He will crush your head, and you will crush his heel. I will greatly increase your pain from conception to labor. In pain you will give birth to children. Your desires will be towards your husband. You must rule over you now.
Then to the man he said,
Because you listened to your wife's voice and ate of the tree which I commanded you, saying you must not eat it, cursed is the ground because of you. With your pain will you eat it all and bristles will sprout from you. You will eat the plant of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will eat food until you return to the ground, since it is where you were taken. For you are dust, and to dust you will return.
Now Adam named his wife Eve because she was the mother of all the living. Adonai Elohim made Adam and his wife tunics of skin, and he clothed them. Then Adonai Elohim said,
Behold, the man has become like us, knowing of good and evil. So now in this case he stretches out his hands